Have you ever ended the day thinking, I can't do this tomorrow, but I will? It's very wearing on a person that is a caregiver. You always have to be on. And when I'm talking caregiver, I'm talking about family members that step in to help another family member. I'm not talking about professionally for paid caregivers, even though a lot feel the same way. You always have to be on. You have to be ready for that phone call when somebody needs you. And at the same time, you're working, you have a job, you have a family, you have your own life, and it takes a toll on you. Who's going to take care of you? So stick around. We're going to talk about how to be refueled as a caregiver because we are so exhausted. And when I say we, I'm in that category also. And there's ways to rejuvenate ourselves and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves.
Life doesn't always go as planned, does it? Maybe you're facing a job loss, navigating a divorce, caring for a loved one, or grieving the loss of someone close to you. These moments can feel overwhelming, leaving you wondering, what now? Welcome to Thriving Through Transitions. In this broadcast series, you'll find hope, guidance, and practical advice to help you move forward one step at a time. Each week, Vicki Joern, a compassionate financial advocate, brings you thoughtful insights and actionable strategies to tackle life's challenges head on. From managing financial hurdles to finding balance and building resilience, she's here to help you survive and thrive. So, whether you're amidst a major change or preparing for what's ahead, join us each week to learn from someone who understands and who truly cares. Don't forget to subscribe and follow so you're always ready for whatever life brings your way. Be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.
Welcome to Thriving Through Transitions. I'm Vicki Joern, a financial advocate. This is the second episode to the series, Caregivers and Finances. Don't lose yourself while caring for someone. And today we're going to talk about who's going to take care of you. Caregiving is more than just a task. It's being on call 24/7. You have to be available at night if there's a call or someone needs you. Even if they live with you or they're in a facility, you have to be able to pick up their medicines if they need to go to the doctor, the dentist. And at the same time, you're juggling your life. You might be working still or thinking about retiring. You might have family at home or grandkids you're trying to enjoy. But you still have to be on 24/7. So how do you handle it? It eventually eats away at you. Or it can. So I want you to realize that you can still care for others while caring for yourself. Please subscribe below. And tell a friend about this series. They very well might need to hear this also. So I would like to discuss some hidden signs of burnout for caregivers. One of my clients, they were taking care of their loved one, and they thought they had the weekend to themselves, but someone, a relative or family member, was going to take care of their loved one. And so they spent the weekend thinking, oh man, I've got this time that I can rejuvenate, I can catch up. But by Sunday night, they realized they had been so busy taking care of their own personal chores and things that need to be done in the family, preparing meals, washing clothes, all of the things that a lot of us have to do on the weekend, that by the end of the weekend, Sunday night, they were still exhausted. They really didn't have a chance to recharge. Has that happened to you? I would imagine so. The person was exhausted. They couldn't make good, sound decisions. They went to work exhausted, and then they were very sharp in answering and responding to people. That's not a good way to be. This is signs of burnout. I want to discuss 3 signs of burnout. One is exhaustion. As I mentioned in that story about the client, she was exhausted. And if it continues on, and you just can't, you're just losing energy. You just ought to take care of yourself. That's a sign of burnout. You have to take care of yourself. Another sign of burnout is loss of joy. If you're not happy and you're not enjoying your company, your family member, or what you did, or not having fun doing anything, this is another sign of burnout because you want to be joyful. It's not always a joyful experience, but you want to still find that joy in your heart. A third sign of burnout is if you find that you're emotionally distancing yourself from people. You don't want to deal with it. If they want to talk to you about something and you say, no, I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to talk about it, because you don't have the energy to deal with any other things in your life except day-to-day living and taking care of the loved one and trying to survive yourself. These are signs of burnout. So keep that in mind as you go along. You might have an ache. You might have a pain. You might be foggy. These are other signs of burnout. They're not weaknesses. They're just warnings. And you want to heed those warnings. If you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of your loved one or your family? So let's talk about how to recalibrate. When I say recalibrate, I'm talking about refueling, getting more energy back into yourself and being able to take care of yourself. So there's 3 areas I'd like you to think about to help to recalibrate your life. Why don't you take a 10-minute pause? If you're at work and your brain's foggy, you're exhausted, you're tired, and you can't think, and you've got deadlines, walk away for 10 minutes. Just walk around, stretch. And don't worry about what others think. It's helping you to recalibrate. If you work from home, walk around, stretch. That's a great thing. Go up the stairs, down the stairs. Do something to get yourself back into shape, but also to have energy. Number 2, ask for help. It is not a bad thing to ask for help. People can't read your mind. They need to understand what you need, when you need it, and why you need it. They don't have to know all the whys, but that you need help and you need time out for yourself because you have priorities just like they do also. And if you don't have someone to help you, then check with your church, check with your networking group, people that you know, because I bet you someone knows someone that can help you and come in and help take care of your loved one, or just visit with them or play cards or do something to help them, but also give you a break. Go get medicines for you. And also 3, make a plan for yourself this week. What is something you would like to do? I know that you probably haven't talked to a friend for a while if you're that busy. Maybe if you're a woman, you want like a pedicure, men, golf, fish, play video games, but do something for yourself and just let people know this is my time. I don't want to be interrupted unless you're spending time with a friend. And just give yourself some time for the joy to come back in your life and not be exhausted. There's a saying, you don't need big changes. You just need small shifts to make these changes. A little bit at a time, one step at a time. I wanted to show you a mirror because each of us every day look into a mirror. And who do you see first? Yourself, right? If you don't take care of yourself first, who else is going to? And if you're not doing well, how can you help others? How can you help that loved one? How can you keep your job? How can you be around for your future family, for your grandkids? I say this because it's so important to take care of yourself first. Humans can only stand so much, and it's not something bad to not be able to do something. If you're tired, it shows that you're exhausted. I know I'm not as young as I used to be. I used to be able to do a lot more than I do at this time. And so I need a little bit more rest. So there's nothing wrong with you. You're just being a human, and you need to take care of yourself. I would like to discuss 3 questions that caregivers ask me quite a bit. How do I handle taking care of children and grandparents if they need me? My answer is ask for help. If you're married, hopefully your spouse can help you. But if you have siblings, ask for help. Let them know that you need help with mom or dad. If you're an only child, then reach out to your church for support or There's different groups that you can Google and reach out to. Question number 2 is, what if I'm an only child? I just addressed that in question number 1. Reach out to your church or to your networking groups. You might know aunts and uncles that have had to take care of a loved one that can help support and give you some recommendations also. Another thing I wanted to mention is to set boundaries. Make sure that if you want to take time for yourself at night and you after 6 o'clock, you don't want to answer the phone, you say, I don't answer the phone unless it's an emergency. This is my time to myself. So be sure and set boundaries when you're taking care of children and parents. Question number 3 is, what happens if there's something that happens to me and I can't help my loved one for a short time? I need an operation, or I broke a leg, or something happens, or I need to take care of one of my family children. Have a backup plan. Sit down with that loved one, sit down with your siblings or friends, and make sure that they know if something happens to you, where that loved one's medicines are and what the plans are. Don't let them be surprised and having to figure it out. Have a backup plan. Caregiving requires a lot, and you're doing more than most people realize. They've never gone through this, and you are very important. And so you should pat yourself on the back. You're doing a wonderful job. Just a quick recap of what we discussed today is we've talked about the emotional weight that you carry, burnout signs, ways to refuel or recharge, and 3 real caregiver questions. Remember, when I looked in the mirror a while ago, when you look in the mirror, who do you see? It's yourself. So you've got to take care of yourself. And when you start seeing these signs of burnout, please remember to stop and think about it and think, oh, I need to do X or Y. I would encourage you to take one step this week and make one shift towards recharging and not burning out, and share that with me. I would love to know. You could contact me at 832-698-2010 or www.beefinancialpartners.net. Be sure and share below and let others, any of your friends, know about this series. It very well could help them also. And most of all, don't forget, I'm Vicki Joern, and be financially prepared for today and the uncertainties of tomorrow.